Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Honored guests, faculty and staff, family members, and most especially the members of the 2022 graduating class, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremonies at Dalton State College. I'm honored to serve as your president of Dalton State. Please hold your applause as I introduce the other members of the stage party. Stage party, please call as I stand your name. State your name. Dr. Bruno Hicks, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Jody Johnson, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Dr. Randall Griffiths, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Sharon Hickson, Dean of the School of Education. Dr. Forrest Blackburn, Director of the Quality Enhancement Plan and Associate Professor of Spanish. Catherine Logan, Director of Admissions. Anna Bramblett, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry graduate who sang the national anthem, student who sang the national anthem. Kennedy Morgan, Bachelor of Science in Education, a graduate speaking from the School of Education today. Ben Goldman, Bachelor of Science in Biology with Secondary Education, another graduate speaking for the School of Arts and Sciences today. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, sorry, you can be seated. I forgot to cue them to be seated. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, I extend our heartiest congratulations to you. We're all proud of your dedication, perseverance, and accomplishments in reaching your goal in your educational journey, and we look forward to your future achievements as you enter your professional career or prepare for further study. You are the most important group here today, and we celebrate with you. There are a number of other people, though, that have helped you reach this goal, and it's appropriate that we recognize them. Let me just say, first of all, you all look awesome. Awesome. We're so glad that you're here today. Please stand. Yes. Please stand if you're able when I recognize each special group. Would the parents of the graduates please stand and be recognized? In addition to parents, many graduates have spouses and children who have sacrificed for our graduates to reach this goal. Would the spouses and children of the graduates please stand and be recognized? And many graduates have grandparents, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, and significant others who have assisted them over the years. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Your support and guidance is appreciated not only by the graduates, but also by our entire college community. Graduates, no matter what the future holds for you, the education you received at Dalton State will be a powerful asset, and no one can take that from you. What you have earned has prepared you for the next step in your life. You are joining thousands of other Dalton State graduates who have gone on to productive and rewarding lives, and in the process have improved the quality of life in their communities. Congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you, Dr. Venable. Our next speakers this morning will be Ms. Kennedy Morgan, Bachelor of Science in Education, and Mr. Ben Goldman, Bachelor of Science in Biology, with a concentration in secondary ed. I would like to invite Kennedy Morgan to the podium to deliver her speech.
Good morning, class of 2022. We have made it. You can clap. Yeah, we made it. My name is Kennedy Morgan, and I would like to start off by thanking our parents, the students, the teachers, and our loved ones who have made the past 4 years everything that they were. My name is Kennedy Morgan, and like the rest of you today, I will finally be obtaining that very expensive piece of paper for a bachelor's degree in early childhood education. That's right, I'm going to be teaching your children, your grandchildren, your nieces and nephews. I know, kind of scary, but ready or not, here we come. I'd like to start off by talking a little bit about the history of Dalton State College. In 1967, Dalton State College opened as a 2-year college and has since transitioned to offer 23 bachelor's degrees and 9 associate degrees. Dalton State is ranked among the top 24 colleges in the nation for the best return on investment by Bets Insider magazine, and has been named the most affordable 4-year college in the several years in a row for the nation. Dalton State's mascot, the Roadrunner, was named by Melvin Ottinger, Dalton State's first basketball coach and athletic director, because students were on the road all the time due to having to commute, and because Wile E. Coyote never caught the Roadrunner, and that was his desire for his athletes. Since that time, Dalton State has not changed quite a bit, but is now big enough to offer on-campus housing, athletics, a range of degrees, Greek life, and student leadership opportunities. But it still has interactive classrooms and professors who are engaged in our success and who view students as more as just a number on their roster. Dalton State College still has that same family feel even after nearly 55 years of opening. Personally, I have had the privilege to serve as the Senator of Education for the Georgia Association and the honor of representing Dalton State as their homecoming for 2022, and received the Spence Higgins Hall of Leaders Award. These opportunities I have been allotted have been life-changing, and I will never forget these experiences that have shaped me for who I am and prepared me for my future. One of my most memorable experiences here was student teaching at a local elementary school. This is when I realized how true that Robert Fulcum's best-selling book, All I Really Need to Know, I Learned in Kindergarten, really was. Kindergarten teaches us to value the life lessons such as to share, play fair, don't hit others, clean up your mess, don't take things that are not yours, say you're sorry if someone hurts you, wash your hands, flush, and take a nap. As an early childhood education major, it has been ingrained into our minds to make content connections with personal experiences when teaching a lesson to help the students better understand a concept. One of my all-time favorite children's books is The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. It's written primarily for preschoolers and tells a story of a newly hatched caterpillar and its rite of passage into a beautiful adult butterfly. Besides answering the questions of where butterflies come from, the book gives children some lessons in counting from 1 to 5 and an introduction to some healthy and not so healthy foods. The caterpillar in the story begins his journey by being hatched on a Sunday. Just being born, it is of course very hungry and proceeds to eat an apple on Monday. Still hungry, it eats 2 pears on Tuesday, 3 plums on Wednesday, 4 strawberries on Thursday, and 5 oranges on Friday. As adults, we know why the caterpillar is ravenous. It's consuming the vital nutrients needed for its transformation into a beautiful adult butterfly. And by no coincidence, all of its food, to this point, are healthy. But then Saturday comes. In an exploration of new foods, the hungry caterpillar consumes chocolate cake, ice cream, a pickle, a slice of Swiss cheese, salami, 1 lollipop, cherry pie, sausage, a cupcake, and a watermelon. As a result, the caterpillar becomes sick, but the condition is only temporary, and the stomach ache is relieved by eating a nice green leaf. Recovered and no longer hungry, the caterpillar builds its cocoon, takes a nap, and emerges a short time later as a beautiful butterfly. Much like the butterfly, in our last 4 years, we have experienced our fair share of both healthy and unhealthy circumstances. Starting in 2019, the Jonas Brothers got back together, TikTok became popular, the Area 51 meme was zooming around, Baby Yoda was born, and avocado toast became the new food trend. In 2020, the pandemic began. Many of us lost loved ones. We experienced shutdowns. Virtual school was our new normal. Sports seasons were postponed or canceled. And who can forget Joe Exotic, Tiger King, was on every television. In 2021, it brought us the Bernie Sanders meme, the Friends reunion, Taylor Swift dropped her folklore album, we lost the last of our Golden Girls, Betty White, and the Braves won the World Series. Now here we are, in 2022, the Dogs won the national championship, and we're graduating. What more could we ask for? In our lives, much like we have seen over the last 4 years, things will not always go perfectly. So, some may have decided to change majors halfway throughout and have to pay thousands of extra dollars in students' loans. But that teaches us to be more frugal, even if that means living off of ramen. Maybe we spent too much time indulging in pleasurable things instead of studying and had to repeat a course, but that teaches us to prioritize and to find balance. Or maybe circumstances just happen that were outside of our control. In the next phase of this life, some call it growing up, I call it the end of freeloading, we will still make mistakes. Our mistakes will become as important as our successes because they will define us. They will force us to step back, reevaluate, make changes, and keep moving forward. The word kaleidoscope is the official term used to refer as a group of butterflies. Another use for the word kaleidoscope is an instrument made up of broken pieces of glass arranged into a tube. When held up to the light, the beautiful patterns appear in the pieces of glass reflecting in the mirror. These broken pieces of glass represent the broken things that we have walked through so far in our lives, the mistakes that we've made. But when brought into the light, the beauty can be seen. The Very Hungry Caterpillar reiterates the journey from childhood to adulthood and presents an entirely positive transformation. We may start off as small caterpillars who will always make mistakes along the way, but these broken pieces have transformed us into beautiful butterflies ready to fly. So thank you, parents, teachers, and loved ones for letting us make these mistakes. Thank you for molding us, and thank you for allowing us to be imperfect and to learn from these mistakes as we navigate through this crazy thing called life. Thank you for accepting us for who we are, including our broken pieces. And as you look around this room today, full of excited, eager graduates, you can see the beautiful transformation that has been made in each of our lives. We have made mistakes, but we have learned from them and not allowed them to stop us. And now we have our entire futures ahead of us. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
Thank you, Kennedy. I'd now like to call Ben Goldman to the podium to deliver his speech.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings to the class of 2022. Greetings to the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, including New Jersey. I want to first start off by saying, we made it. All right. Yeah. My name is Ben Goldman. Y'all probably know me because I've asked like 90% of y'all to play lacrosse. The other 10%, consider yourself lucky. But wait, there's still time. Would y'all like to play lacrosse? As you can tell, lacrosse was my life. I was a member from the very beginning, and many of my most memorable moments in college happened on the lacrosse field. Playing big teams like Tennessee, Mercer, UAB, with wonderful players like Shane Babb. In addition to the lacrosse team, as you can see by my cords, I was a member of a few National Honor Societies like ODK, Beta Chi Nu, and Phi Alpha Theta. I was also a tutor for the college. I hope that I helped some of y'all get a better grade. If I didn't, blame y'all's professor. But being a tutor perpetuated my love for teaching. Well, more like through gas on a fire. And this also led me to find out an important fact that I want to share with everyone here today. It's an old Chinese proverb that says that you cannot fill a cup that is already filled. And what I'm talking about is our cup of knowledge. We have learned so much here at Dalton State, but we can still learn more. But we must empty our cups to do so. And the way you do this is by telling and teaching other people the stuff that you have learned today. When you pass this knowledge along, you empty your cup. And that is when the free knowledge that is in the universe comes and fills it again. So if we continuously empty our cups, they will continuously to be filled. And this is the secret to becoming a polymath, or a jack of all trades. Robert Greene said it best, that a jack of all trades is a master of none, but is still better than a master of one. And when we stop learning, we stop living. I have had many different occupations, trades, and hobbies throughout my years. The reason I was able to do so many different things was because I continuously emptied my cup and let God fill it again. So I tell you, empty your cup every chance you get by filling someone else's cup. It can be as simple as just passing along an interesting thing that one of these professors had told you. And then take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way, because that is the way that the cosmos aligns to ensure that our cups are full. It's like a raft going down the Ocoee River. If you just give up and go with the flow, you're going to get to the bottom one way or another. It might not be the way you want, you might not be in the raft, but you're going to be there. Because the one thing you do not want to do is to hoard that knowledge. Because when we hoard that knowledge and we hold it close to us, yes, we will always have it, but we will never have new knowledge. And because how can you fill a cup that is already full? And I can tell you right now that nobody can fill a cup faster to overflowing than us roadrunners. But what does it mean to be a roadrunner? Well, if you ask the audience, they'll probably tell you that it is a cartoon bird that outwits Wile E. Coyote every Saturday morning. If you ask a car enthusiast, they will say it is an American muscle machine. And if you ask a scientist such as myself, we're going to say, oh yeah, they're real. They're actually a member of the cuckoo family that lives in the desert of Southwest United States. But which is it? Well, it's all of them. Because as roadrunners, we are smart enough to overcome any and every adversity put before us, especially one by Wile E. Coyote. We are high-performance machines because we perform at a level above and beyond all others. And yes, we are a little cuckoo. But that just means that our minds think differently. And it's these different thinking minds that are going to be the innovation that changes tomorrow. But to me personally, being a roadrunner is a sense of pride because I come from a proud family of roadrunners. My mother graduated Dalton Junior College and set the tone for the entire family. My brother is a math graduate who taught me calculus and is now a math teacher. My daughter is a biology graduate, like me now, and she is a microbiologist at a local hospital. My wife graduated from our prestigious nursing school, and I was personally lucky to have classes with both my brother and my daughter. I always love telling everybody that I had genetics with my daughter because I have genetics with my daughter. And me and my daughter, we always had a competition to see who got the better grades in every class. And that was a ton of fun until she started beating me. And I'm also lucky because my son has just finished his freshman year here at Dalton State as a biology major. And yes, he is a star on the lacrosse team. But we all came here to Dalton State because there is no better place to be. Our school is tightly tucked in between the highway and the mountain. Our restricted campus makes it feel like you're involved in everything because you can't be anywhere else. You know, we truly are Harvard on the highway. The astonishing professors and helpers and staff are not just teachers and helpers, but mentors and friends. I know this because many of them are my friends. And more importantly, I know this because I have lost a professor, a mentor, and a friend this past summer, Dr. Richard Collison. Dr. Collison was a 1 in a million. His wit with comebacks and jokes was only matched by his love of chemistry. And the pain of his loss is still heavy on my heart. Dr. Collison was the lacrosse team's advisor, and he not only helped the lacrosse team, but he loved it. He loved the stories of the carnage that came from the field. Nothing made him happier than broken bones and big hits. He was always the first to text me to find the score of the game and the first to rag me about losing. The love for lacrosse that we shared is what made us friends. Dr. Collison was always full of pointless movie quotes that he somehow worked into his lessons perfectly. And who could forget when he blew up that sink with sodium hydroxide? Whoops. Trust me, Dr. Collison made sure that we learned one way or another because he knew how to empty his cup and fill it over again. Dr. Collison loved the competition that my daughter and I had to see who had the better grade in his class. He not only encouraged it and played along, but he took bets. Yeah, he's going to be missed. Well, like many people my age, I've had many lives and through many different careers. My first love was art, and I was lucky enough to work at a print shop making art every day. Now, I say work because I showed up every day and they paid me, but it's true what they say. If you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. Unfortunately, technology has made that noble profession obsolete. And that's what brought me to Dalton State. In fact, Jim Brown, who the Brown Center is named after, gave my father his start in printing, which ultimately led to me finding my love of printing. So it's fitting that I start my new career in a building with the same name on it as my father did all those years ago. So let this show you, graduating class of 2022, that even though we start our new careers today, they just may be the first of many to come. Now I'm poised to start a career in my second love, and that is serving my community. I will do this by ensuring that the next generation is educated. I found this love of serving my community while I was volunteering as a firefighter. But unfortunately, that is a young man's profession. But now I am going to be able to serve the youth of my community by being a science teacher. I still can't believe that they are going to pay me to do cool science experiments, to nerd out and talk all this cool science stuff with all these kids that these professors have taught me. And this is also how I'm going to preserve their legacy. I'm going to preserve the legacy of all the teachers, professors, and friends who have came before me, like Dr. Collison. The knowledge they have given me will live on in the minds of the students that I teach to love science, just as they did me. So, let me leave you, the graduating class of 2022, yes, with some words of wisdom, or some pearls of wisdom for the future. First, always do what you love. Don't so much listen to your pockets as much as listen to your heart. Now, if your heart says to listen to your pockets, that's perfectly fine. And if you do find yourself in a job that you don't love, that's not fun, or that you even hate, remember, it's not too late to be what you could have been. Take it from somebody who has been a lot of things. My name has even been. And so, work for something bigger than yourself. You help yourself body and soul when you better somebody else's body and soul. Always empty your cup every chance you get by filling someone else's cup. Because when we stop learning, we stop living. And most importantly, begin every day with a grateful heart. When you wake up in the morning, find something to be grateful for. It can be as simple as putting the right amount of toothpaste on your toothbrush, even if it's for one tooth. Brushing your hair perfectly because you still have hair. That's a big one for me. But regardless, if you begin every day with a grateful heart, you will be grateful for every day. Thank you. I love y'all. Congratulations, and beep, beep.
Thank you, Ben. I'm sure you noticed that the students entering the arena that were led by fellow students who carried a big banner known as a golf-along with the name of the school on it. These students were selected by each of the schools based on criteria that included excellent GPA, leadership qualities, and community service. The following students received that honor. Please rise when I call your name, and please hold your applause until all names are read so that each student can be recognized. For the Schools of Arts and Science, Caroline Horsley, Bachelor of Science in Biology. School of Education, Alexis Taylor, Bachelor of Science in Education. Indeed, all graduates this morning have brought honor to themselves, to this institution, to you, their families, their friends, through their efforts in completing the requirements for their degrees and certificates. However, some have exceeded the minimum requirements and have earned recognition as honor graduates. I'd like to call your attention to the honor graduates listed in the program. Students graduating with the highest honors, summa cum laude for a degree student and with excellence for a certificate student, have earned an A in every course. a perfect 4.0 on a 4-point scale. Those graduating with high honors, cum laude, for students with degrees and with distinction for certificate students have maintained a grade point average of 3.75 or higher. Those graduating with honors, cum laude, for degrees and with merit for certificate students have maintained a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. The diplomas and certificates for these graduates are imprinted with the appropriate designations. In addition, honor graduates were awarded with silver honor cords in recognition of their achievement. In addition to the silver honor cords, other students have received additional cords. Each honor society is identified by a particular color, or in some cases a medallion. To assist in identifying the individual society for which the student received his or her honor, I would direct you to today's program for a complete listing. And now it's time to present the candidates of Dalton State College, graduating class of 2022. Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree please rise? Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts and degrees please rise? Will the candidates for the Associate of Science degrees please rise? Will the candidates for bachelor's degree from the Schools of Arts and Sciences please rise? Will candidates for the bachelor's degree from the School of Education please rise? President Venable, it is my privilege and pleasure on behalf of the faculty and staff of Dalton State College to present to you these candidates. They've completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they have been approved by the faculty. I present them to you with confirmation for their degrees and certificates.
By the power and authority vested in me by the State of Georgia and the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Dalton State who prescribe the academic requirements, and as president of Dalton State College, I solemnly and publicly confer upon each of you the degrees you have earned as certified by the Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management and approved by the faculty with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges appertaining thereto.
Each graduate has friends and families present who wish to hear their name as they're read. Any individual acknowledgement or outburst makes it difficult to hear the name of the next graduate. We therefore ask that you hold your applause until all have received their diplomas. Graduates listed in the printed program but unable to attend this morning received their diplomas in absentia. Dr. Venable will now present the award of diplomas.
The following individuals will now be awarded Associate of Applied Science degrees. Michael Chance Fisher Blair. Christian Alexander Jaycox. Caleb G. Jones. The following individuals will now be awarded Associate of Arts degrees. Sylvia Lynn Early. Maria Lee Hammond. Victoria Camille Harvey. Valerie Leva. Emily Marie Stanger. The following individuals will now be awarded Associate of Science degrees. Alex Xander Addington, magna cum laude. Haley M. Barker. Jessica A. Becerra, cum laude. Kenny Castillo. Kevin Ruben Diaz Cardenas, cum laude. Brittany Dixon. Caitlin Michelle Hicks. Christopher Caplet. Shelley Summer Knight. Thomas Andrew Lane. Cody Jacob Norris. Jessica Lee Robertson. Rebecca McKenna Selfors. Austin Shaw, magna cum laude. Zoe Shields. Kristen Nicole West. Noah West, magna cum laude. Sarah Jean West, magna cum laude. The following individuals will now be awarded bachelor degrees from the School of Education. Alexis Dominique Taylor, magna cum laude. Roxy Ross Adams, cum laude. Maria Rebecca Aguilar. Brittany Brianne Ballou, magna cum laude. Alondra Barragan. Alexis Josette Beard, cum laude. Morgan Alexis Bloodworth. Haley McKay Brown, cum laude. Kaylee Carpenter, magna cum laude. Aubrey Lilia Cervantes, magna cum laude. Carolina Abigail Clark, magna cum laude. Rebecca Lee Clinton, cum laude. Jordan Cornejo, cum laude. Ellie Chandler Downey. Grace Danielle Garland, magna cum laude. Yesenia Pantul Gaspar, cum laude. Alexandra Rose Gass, cum laude. Selena Belen Gomez, cum laude. Grayson Green. Caitlin Deanne Gregory, magna cum laude. Emily Audrey Grider, cum laude. Nora Carolina Gutierrez, magna cum laude. Jennifer Gutierrez Ramirez, cum laude. Emily Howard Hazelrig. Mercedes Noemi Hernandez. Haley Crump Hook, cum laude. Benita Kathleen Jennings, cum laude. Callie Madison Kerr. Madeline Elaine Lambert, cum laude. Morgan Alexandria Landon, cum laude. Ashley Renee Lang. Becca Leggett, magna cum laude. Iris Jennifer Lopez, cum laude. Cameron Jordan Lynch. Catherine Michelle Marroquin. Katia McWhorter. Courtney Leanne Mooneyham Hester, magna cum laude. Marisela Morales, magna cum laude. Kennedy Morgan, cum laude. Wendy Neighbors, cum laude. Ana Karen Padilla San Luis. Sydney Grace Quinn, cum laude. Savannah Danielle Ruiz, cum laude. Francisco Rodriguez. Ethan Rohrer, magna cum laude. Madison Nicole Rowland, magna cum laude. Alejandra Teresa Sanchez, magna cum laude. Emily Nicole Sosby, cum laude. Cassandra Lynn Trollinger, magna cum laude. Rachel Ward. Callie A. Weaver. Gray Weldon, cum laude. Carly Williams, cum laude. Gabrielle Leah Wright. The following individuals will now be awarded bachelor degrees from the School of Arts and Sciences. Caroline Elizabeth Horsley, summa cum laude. Rodley Ajay. Andrew Agard. Joseph Carlisle Armstrong, cum laude. Daniel Sebastian Balderas. Ivana Afanwi Bonisi. Levi Thomas Bridges. William Shannon Bridges, cum laude. Ashlyn Nicole Bryant, magna cum laude. Alexis Capistran, cum laude. Jessica Carrasco. Jaden Sierra Chapman, cum laude. Matthew Cleary. Corey Creek. Ashley Brooke Davidson, magna cum laude. Dakota Delp. Alvin Emilio Diaz. Yosani Diaz. Natalie Page Ingolm. Ivan Espitia. Molly Bell Evans, magna cum laude. Brian Faya Sanabria. Ashley Lynn Fan, cum laude. Tracy Lynn Fowler. Anthony Edward Fuentes, cum laude. Ariel M. Garcia, magna cum laude. Benjamin Michael Goldman, magna cum laude. Fallon Goodman, cum laude. Oscar Grimaldo, magna cum laude. Kyle L. Gunter, magna cum laude. Mary Jane Gutierrez. Antares Gwen. Brianna Hall, magna cum laude. Jennifer Allison Lucille Hamby, magna cum laude. Jacob Harden, cum laude. Chase Alexander Hasty, magna cum laude. Riley Kendrick Hawkins, cum laude. Trevor Hayden Hobbs. Iris Olivia Holmes. Christian Lane Howard. Christian Cameron Hughes. Trenton Irvin. William Jackson. Latrell Johnson. Daniel Lee Jones. Melissa Juarez. Mackenzie Kendrick. Adarius Jaron Kilgore. Emily Lay, magna cum laude. Rachel Lauren Lowry, magna cum laude. Brandon West Luzier. Jose Giovanni Marquez. Brian Martinez. John Michael McClurkin, cum laude. Joshua R. McCommon, magna cum laude. Benjamin Todd McEwen, magna cum laude. Stephen Alexander McGill, cum laude. Daniel Munguia. Claudia Osegueda. Antonio Ochoa. Mary Catherine Ownby, summa cum laude. Clinton Perry Jr. Hope Pike. Jeffrey Porch, cum laude. Glenn R. Poliche. Mark Allen Quarles. Haley Nicole Robertson, magna cum laude. Skylin Taylor Rose, cum laude. Ruben Ruiz, cum laude. Brenda Salgado, magna cum laude. Luis Angel Sanchez, magna cum laude. Alejandro Saucedo. Mary Allison Sailors, cum laude. Jared Lamar Sitton, magna cum laude. Andrew D. Souder, cum laude. Ben Sullivan. Sarah Elizabeth Talley. Lana Caitlin Teal. Luis Torres. Rochelle Jocelyn Trejo Acosta, cum laude. Caitlin Troglin. Andrea N. Trujillo. Ulysses Ruben Trujillo, cum laude. Ivan Amponza Chum. Daniela Valdez Hernandez, magna cum laude. Rebecca Velasquez, cum laude. Dylan Trace Wallen. Matthew Lewis Ware, cum laude. Jenna Warnix Hubbard. Dawson Chase Womack. Winston Wire.
Please join me in recognizing the 2022 graduates of Dalton State College. I have to say, I think that's the best celebration we've ever had. So thank you. As a symbol of your accomplishments at the end of the commencement into the next phase of your life, Please take your tassel and move it to the left. As the ceremony draws to a close, it's appropriate that we recognize the group which has so skillfully guided these graduates to this point in their academic lives. The heart and soul of any college or university are its faculty and staff, and Dalton State is fortunate to have attracted a group which is both student-oriented and academically demanding. Indeed, it is the high standards expected by this group that have created the reputation for academic quality that Dalton State enjoys and from which these graduates will benefit. Graduates, remember the joy and excitement you feel today and hold that in your heart always. You will always be an important part of the Dalton State family. We will conclude with the singing of the alma mater, followed by the recessional. During the recessional, the audience is requested to remain standing until the graduates have made their way out of the room. Thank you all for joining us in this celebration and have a wonderful weekend. Please rise for the alma mater and the recessional.